We can expect to continue to see more inventory and great prices for homes, which is good news for buyers and sellers. This is what the Orlando Regional Realtor Association president has said in their monthly State of the Market address. Now, is this true? Is there more inventory and great prices for homes in Orlando? Let's talk about it in this July 2023 Orlando Real Estate Market Update. Here are some of the stats that we'll go over. You can pause that if you'd like. So the monthly supply of inventory in June 2023 was 1.74. And then in May of 2023, it was 1.63. So let's talk about a few things real quick. So you'll hear me reference June instead of July, even though this is the July report, but all the numbers come back like from the previous month. So that's why you're going to be hearing me talk about June. So we're still seeing low inventory, which is nothing new. Healthy inventory is considered about 6 months of inventory. That's a balanced market. So anything less than 6 would be considered a seller's market. More than 6 months would be considered a buyer's market. So at 1.74 months supply of inventory, under 2 months, that's very much still a seller's market. Now, before the pandemic, we were at about 3 months of inventory. So still obviously a seller's market. And that really still hasn't corrected to pre-pandemic numbers yet. So it kind of is what it is right now. Now, for the median home price in June of 2023, it was $385,000. In May of 2023, it was $378,000. And just to kind of show you where we're at in June of last year, it was $387,000. So with increased demand, it makes sense that the median home price jumped a little bit from May to June. There's a $2,000 drop from last year to this year. So it's good to see that prices have started to stabilize. If you look at prices historically, the prices of homes are expensive comparatively, and homes are less affordable for most people. We'll talk about affordability a little bit later and some factors that have attributed to that. The average days that a home was on the market was 41 days in June of 2023, and it was 45 in May. So this makes sense. With the summer selling season and increased demand, it's to be expected to see the average days on market go down a little bit. Still an improvement from this time last year. It was 20 days. So pre-pandemic, it was maybe closer to 60 or 75 days, depending on where in Orlando the home was located. The average interest rate last month was 6.66%, and then in May, it was 6.62%. Interest rates creeped up a little bit. We'll talk about what the rest of the year might look like for interest rates in just a moment. Are you thinking of moving in the second half of the year? Let us know in the comments. If we haven't met yet, I'm Dan Ginader. I'm a real estate agent in Orlando. If you have any real estate questions or you need an agent, my contact information is in the description below, or use the link in the description to add an appointment on my calendar. There's also a link for my preferred properties that are currently for sale in the Metro Orlando area. Now let's read the rest of the state of the market here from the Orlando Regional Realtor Association president. Now that we're officially halfway through the year, Orlando's housing market remains strong. June's housing data is a strong indication of what the rest of the year will look like. We can expect to continue to see more inventory and great prices for homes, which is good news for buyers and sellers. Now, I'm not really sure that I agree that we can expect to see more inventory and great prices for homes, but for a lot of people, we're finding that the Orlando area is becoming less affordable, especially when you tack on all the home insurance issues that people are having, and the cost of homeowners insurance policies are increasing along with property taxes. So it's a lot of price increases. I guess if you were to compare now to a couple of years ago, the market isn't as unbalanced, but I wouldn't consider it great prices for buyers. The Orlando real estate market has still been pretty hot during the second quarter of 2023. And it's no surprise because, as this period typically sees a surge in activity with spring and summer being popular times for home buying and selling. Let's talk about some predictions for the second half of 2023. I see basically like two scenarios happening. So one is a slowdown in the market, similar to what we saw around this time last year. Sellers might be more flexible and open to negotiation, offering perks like contributing to closing costs or helping with interest rates. And this was all because of the interest rates rapidly rising. Now, the other scenario that I'm thinking is kind of a continuation of the ongoing low inventory trend. So there's not enough homes available for all the buyers, even with the interest rates being as high as they are. And so that's leading to rising prices and a lot of competition out there too. Buyers could face challenges in securing a property, although it may not be as wild as it was a couple of years ago. I think that it's very possible that we're still going to see bidding wars and all that kind of stuff. Now let's talk about the interest rates. According to the Federal Reserve, we don't expect interest rates to drop this year, and there's even a chance that it'll go up. I've heard them say like maybe 2 more times. While I don't anticipate rates reaching 8% this year, we could see them ranging from mid 6s to low or mid 7%. There's a possibility that rates might decrease slightly in the fourth quarter as we saw last year, but we really can't say for sure. I could see either scenario happening, a combination of the two, or something completely different. The housing market continues to be unpredictable, and this will probably be the case for the rest of the year. For videos about the Orlando real estate market, check out this playlist or this Orlando neighborhood tour playlist. Reach out to me if you have any questions or if you need an agent. My contact information is in the description below. I appreciate you watching all the way through, especially if you're a subscriber. Thanks for watching.